Hey, how are you?
I'm doing very well. I am Deshauna. I will be your coach on this evening. I just want to thank you for your time. Thank you for completing the consent form, and thank you for doing the DISC assessment. So I just want to take this time to show gratitude towards you for volunteering and participating
No
today
problem at all. No
in
problem at
coaching
all.
session today. Okay,
Okay.
so before we begin, I'd like to review the informed consent form that I have here.
Okay.
Everything we discuss will remain confidential and is being used solely for educational purposes. You have the right to decline any question and may stop the session at any time. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No questions at the moment. We're good.
Okay, sounds good. Wonderful. So my goal is to learn more about your career, your journey, discuss your DISC assessment results with you today, and to help you identify your strengths and the opportunities for future growth.
Okay.
Okay. To get started, tell me a little bit about yourself and the various roles you currently hold.
Okay, about me. My name is Mario, and I am a business owner. I own a business called Vibe Out ENT,
Okay.
LLC. Um, Also, I do side things to make money too, whether that's construction. Also work as a chef, private chef,
Mhm.
and as a songwriter.
Oh, very nice. That's awesome. Okay, so that's quite an impressive background that you have with your chef, your musician role, handiwork, boilermaker, construction.
Mm-hmm.
You're a husband,
My husband, yeah. So
a
I know I
father.
started off with all the, all
Okay.
the job things, but yes, I am a husband. I am a father.
Mhm.
Um, I am a uncle, um, friend, and everything. So I'll say all around people person, but I do like to make sure that my business gets done also.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
So tell me about your career journey. Like, how did you get started in these different positions that you possess today?
Um, I guess the phrase is like being a Renaissance man, or
Mm,
um, so from doing that, or just having these different passions. Like one of my passions is music.
okay.
Whether I started off singing or songwriting, and just wanted to go forward in that, but then I learned that I had a knack for handiwork. I'm good with my
Okay.
hands. I like figuring things out, puzzles or measurements, and that was the thing that I was interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Also, being a chef or cooking is an art. It's
Okay.
an art also because when you're dealing with different textures, different colors, it's just like painting or drawing. So, with all the different things that I do, it just came from all the different talents that I have and wanted to apply those to see if it'll work for me financially.
Oh, wonderful. That
Hmm.
sounds great. I love that. Thank you so much. What strengths have helped you to successfully manage all of your responsibilities, do you feel?
I would say just for one,
Mm-hmm.
having tact for one, just and then two, just knowing your why, knowing
Okay.
your why you're doing it. Um, and for me, it was one of those things where I wanted to say that I at least tried.
Okay.
I at least tried, and yeah,
Okay. Nice.
okay,
So, based on what you just said, what I'm hearing you say is that you're able to be adaptable, right?
correct.
Your work ethic, your commitment to serving others, that have been a key factor in your success. Your why, having tact and knowing that at least you gave yourself a chance, an opportunity to be exposed and to just put your feet to the fire and just do what you know you were created here to do, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. That's great. So, what challenges are you currently facing in your professional life?
I would say right now being a husband and a stepdad and being newly married,
Okay.
um, a lot of things that that challenge me right now, I would say it's time.
Mhm.
Time would probably be the biggest challenge. Like all those different things that I can do,
Mhm.
whether it's uh, Boilermaker, the food, it's everything that I do. It's
Mhm.
just managing time.
Okay.
So I would say that those would be my biggest challenges, and also being that from being moved, just learning the lay of the land would be another challenge.
Mm.
You know, where or just knowing the different dynamics of the area I live in, who's who,
Mhm.
and just the demographics of what's going on and what's popular. So
Yeah.
that would be a challenge.
I understand. Yeah, that can be challenging because it's more of like a culture shock, right? Going
Right.
from being familiar territory to a whole new world, a whole new place, new people. Um, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, how would you say that those challenges affect your personal life and your family responsibilities?
Um, I guess I come from a place of I take on all challenges. so
Oh,
so
okay.
I take those challenges on head first. Um, while taking on those challenges, the first thing I lead with is my faith.
Okay.
Just believing that God will provide and make a way, and just being fearless. Just being fearless and just
Okay.
stepping out there
Fearless.
and understanding that I can't control everything.
Yeah. Hmm.
I only control what I can control, and just going forward and just giving it all I have.
Okay, that's beautiful. I love the fact that you're fearless, you have faith, you're a man of faith and belief, which is very vital, especially when you have that foundation to put God in the forefront of and a belief He can make all things new for you. So, when you think about your future, where would you like to see yourself professionally in the next 3 to 5 years?
Oh, professionally in the next 3 to 5 years,
Yes,
I get
sir.
excited. I get excited about thinking about the future
Yeah.
and pretty much just what God has for me. So
Mm.
um, I'm in a mindset of just keep doing what you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and letting God direct your path.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as just where I see myself,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I see my company growing. I see having multiple employees.
Okay.
I see putting myself in position to um, just let the work that I did pretty much speak for itself.
Mm.
Um, with that, I would say having those employees and putting people in position to help this part of my business grow.
Yeah.
That way, it gives me more time to operate and create something else and let that grow.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, giving me the time and space needed to spend more time with family or spend more time doing the things that I would love to do outside of work. So, next 4 to 5 years, I see those things being implemented, those
Okay.
things being started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I can definitely um, see that you have a desire to evolve and to be able to allow all of the tools that you have to basically blossom and bloom into this
Correct.
amazing, company that's providing employment and helping to achieve goals for other people. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. So, what steps have you already taken towards those goals?
The steps I've taken right now is just making sure that you get all your ducks in a row. Having your EIN numbers,
Mm-hmm.
having your Dun and Bradstreet together, having a business account, the business credit cards, and just staying open to learning.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding yourself with like people. So that's one of the biggest things because sometimes everybody's not going to get what it is that you do,
Yeah.
why you do it.
Yeah.
But if you surround yourself with like-minded people, then you have those people to help encourage you or um, I always believe that I'm never the smartest person in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I believe that iron sharpens iron. So you
Mm-hmm.
want to be around those people to help you along the way, and we can call those destiny helpers or partners. So I really believe that um, you can't make it on your own.
Yeah.
You're going to need somebody to help you along the way.
Yeah, I love that community. You can start anything solo, but to go, above and beyond, you're gonna need a team. You're gonna need a community of individuals that
Hmm.
believe, like you said, like-minded individuals that can help you see your vision come into fruition, um, and to have those destiny helpers, right? Some people may call them angels, right? Some people may call them support or financial security
Hmm.
people that are ready to invest in your company and see go, full throttle. But yeah, that's amazing.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm just curious to know what obstacles might stand in your way at this point. Do you have any? Do you think any obstacles are in your way?
If if I can say any obstacle that could be in my way, it's always yourself. It's
Mm.
always yourself. It's always your belief. Um, Sometimes it's having self doubt
Mm.
or just second guessing yourself. So I
Okay.
believe if you don't do those things and you believe and like I said, say spiritually strong and just letting God just help guide you. I believe that you can do anything.
Yeah.
There's a scripture that says that I can do all things in Christ that strengthens me, and I believe it.
Yeah.
And if you just keep that in the forefront of your mind, I believe that anything can happen.
Yeah. That's Philippians 4:13.
Okay.
I believe I can do it. With God, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that's beautiful that you allow the Holy Spirit and the Word of God to remind you that anything is possible. Um, and it's very concrete, it's not wavering, it's for sure and for certain of that faith that you
Hmm.
have. But I do um, want to speak to you saying about the self doubt and everything like that. Um, that is a real challenge that people can have when they have these amazing dreams, goals, and opportunities. But then there's something that can block them from going all the way. And so, to know that that can be a hindrance for you, that's good self actualization, to help you to know where your weakness is and how we can turn that weakness into a strength and
Okay.
to progress past that moving forward. Okay, so um, let's transition into discussing your DIS assessment that you took. I believe it took less than 10 minutes
Less than
to.
10 minutes.
Yeah, okay. So after reviewing your results, what stood out most to you?
What stood out to me was it was just the way that the questions were worded,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much giving you the most positive side of answering the question and then the most negative.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very creative.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so those things, just the way it was worded, stood out.
Okay.
And I didn't feel like there was any like a trick or we're just trying to get you to say something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just answering it honestly, and I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, anytime. Absolutely. This is to help you develop more self awareness and to be more astute to who you are and how you can overcome certain things. So, the assessment also identified you as having balanced blend of dominant, influencing, supportive, your conscious traits um, of you being able to be a boilermaker, be a chef, be a dad, be a musician, and how you can balance all of those things all at the same time. That's really outstanding. How do you see these characteristics showing up in your daily life?
It's all about management.
Okay.
It's about managing your time, managing your skill set. It's when you show up in a room, knowing what room you're in and who to show up as.
Mm.
So, for instance, if I show up to a board meeting about someone wants to invest in my company, then you're going to get the more business minded, the more astute person coming into the room versus going to a party. Now we go to a party, I might not be that guy. I may be the fun guy, the guy that likes to laugh, or the guy that likes to just joke around with everybody. But it's who you are when you show up.
Yeah. Okay. Because I perceive when I looked at your assessment process of both insightful and affirming, initially, how curious about the everything that captured your personality, your work style, and how you express closely of your personal and professional life. So, like, with you having that dominant influence and supportive trait, which describes you as a level style, um, when it comes to the chef, the musician, the boilermaker, the handyman, the husband, the father, the son, the brother, the cousin, the uncle, all the minister of music
All
at your
those
church,
hats.
all of those hats, that client, like how you possess and recognize that you can frequently shift between leadership roles and collaborative environmental roles. Technical work, creative expression, like you talked about earlier with cooking. You're like, cooking is an art, and how it's colorful, and how it can, the textures, and how, infatuated you were with describing how that makes you feel. But also going into the part where you explained to me with when you have all of these things that you can possess and do, how you are able to just express yourself and use every arsenal in your arsenal of things. Like you can use everything you have to get the best possible outcome. So that's very amazing how you can increase your self awareness in that nature. And understanding your personality and allowing how it can be task oriented or people oriented, right? And so, well, it just depends on that situation. You could be at work, you could be at church, you could be in the studio, just wherever you may be. So, here we have how you have been able to now see the assessments and see how you are able to balance your life out in all of these different facets. But now going a step further to see exactly like how do you think these traits help you navigate different careers and responsibilities? Do you feel like these traits are beneficial to your life and your responsibilities and goals? Or do you feel like, oh, I'm amazed, I'm shocked, I didn't even know that that's something I possess? How do you think of those traits and how it helps you to navigate different careers?
I would say the great thing about it is the fact that I can do those things, and I can do those things well,
Yeah.
in a sense. But I will say the challenge with it is in just being realistic. You can't be all those people at one time.
Mm.
You can't wear all those hats at one time. So the challenge is, which one do you push for the most?
Yeah.
Will it be um, the business owner? Being a business owner, you're the person that a lot of your time is eaten up with strategizing, just trying to grow your company, and that takes away from your family life. It's like a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
So it's how you slice it, but one of those slices is going to be very, very, very thin. So it's just making sure that you you choose the one that's going to give you the balance, the one that will give you the success that you need, and also financially the one that's going to just set you up for success financially. And I believe that with saying that building a company, getting employees, or getting some help, getting some people in there to step in and help that grow, then you can step back and either create another pie or just just create a bigger slice.
Okay, I love that. I really do, and that's true. Even though you possess and you can wear all these different hats, but that would look kind of crazy if you had all these hats on at one time,
Yeah.
right? Like
Wouldn't match.
it wouldn't match. And so I do like the analogy of having you can create a new pie, or you can still have a slice of pie after you've done everything that you had set out to do. And basically, that says to me that you're thinking of using what you have and um, allowing others to take over while you utilize the opportunity and space to create something new and while something else is still functioning at the same time. So that's forward thinking. I love that about that. So were you surprised at all about the results?
I was surprised. I was surprised that it said I was balanced.
Mm.
After reading it, it said we really can't say in what area you're the most dominant in,
Okay.
but it's rare to find somebody who's, even across the board.
Yeah.
So seeing that lets me know that I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
So it can be right
Mm-hmm.
or it could be wrong because we need to have some direction somewhere.
Right.
Somewhere we need to see that you're plowing through in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes just being even, in my opinion, could also mean there's some stagnation in that, or maybe you lined up even and you hadn't went forward in either one of those things. So it's a few ways to look at it. So it kind of just leaves me with a question mark. Like that could be a positive that it's so balanced, or it can just be that you need to pick one of these areas and make sure that you're plowing through with it.
I understand, and that would help you as the test taker to be able to be assessed and knowing exactly if it's amazing or is it something to work on. But let's consider it being that the report described you as a flexible, adaptable, friendly, moderate, Which of these qualities do you feel best describe you and why?
Yeah. So I would say, well, all of them are pretty much even. I would say flexible.
Yeah.
Just being flexible, I think, describes me because I believe that in any situation, I would know how to approach it. I would know to, if I had, staff and there's someone who could be dealing with something and we're all just plowing and we're just focused. But it's almost like a leave no man behind. Let's go back and address this situation just to make sure this person is okay, they're on board, and they're just following through so we can go forward. And sometimes you just have to have that type of compassion in that moment because we do experience some type of fatigue, or mental fatigue, and different things like that.
Yeah.
And we can be so goal oriented that some of those people we might, people can leave those people behind, but I'm just not that type of person.
Right.
I want to make sure that we see where they fell off, correct it. So I say just being flexible would be just the one that I kind of gravitate to. I can see the most. I can see that I'm very, very flexible.
Yeah, and with that flexibility, what stood out to me when you were describing all of these different things is approachable, and having the flexibility in any situation to be needed or to be the giver. But you also said, "Leave no man behind." Right? I feel like that's a book title. Like that's so evoking of emotion, and it's so forward thinking, and it's so collective as it relates to your personality, of you being flexible, of you being balanced, of you being, someone who was mindful and oriented in all of these different capacities. So I think that compassion goes a long way for you, which opens the door for people that will work with you to feel safe, right? They will
Correct.
feel heard. They will feel free to express themselves artistically because of your personality. So that's amazing. It sounds like your ability to adjust to different situations have allowed you to succeed in a variety of environments while maintaining strong relationships with others, huh?
Yeah, I would say in business,
Yeah,
we all know that business means money. When we're in business to make money.
yeah.
But the things that help move that are relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It's relationships. So without relationships, I don't believe business could work.
Wow. Of course, business. The thing about business is it's a risk taking um, strategy or strategic planning.
Hmm.
If you're in business, you're ready to take a risk. You're either gonna go high or go low, and so because you have the capacity to not only hire people, fire people, work with people, grow with people, but relationships is everything. You can have a hostile work environment, you can have a pleasantry work environment, but either way it goes, you're building relationships with those individuals that you're
Right.
spending a lot of your time with,
A lot of
right?
your time with. A lot of those people you see more than your family.
Yeah.
So just knowing how to manage those relationships, knowing how to mitigate any type of discrepancies that could be happening within those relationships is a big thing.
For
You just
sure.
have to know how to, just like in a marriage, you have to
Mm-hmm.
know when to. Sometimes you have to be quiet and listen. Even
Mm-hmm.
as a leader, you have to be quiet and listen because someone could have just a better strategy or a different way of doing it that may result in having the best outcome.
Yeah.
So I say
Mm-hmm.
um, the best leaders come from the best followers.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that in my heart. So if you're able to humble yourself enough to listen, then it just makes you a stronger leader.
I love that. As we get ready to wrap this up, I'm so grateful and honored to have been able to interview on this day. Thank you. I just have a few more questions.
Okay.
You need any water or
Oh no,
anything?
I'm fine.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you.
you. You're welcome. How might your DIS results help you to become more effective in your work, leadership, and your family life?
It just makes me more conscious about where I am. Um, Doing the assessment just pretty much lets me know, okay, in these areas, these are where you're strong.
Mm-hmm.
So with the uh, the work life balance,
Mm-hmm.
it pretty much just lets me know I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay. I
Yeah.
would love to push forward and be able to do more, and maybe have a balance of just adding more to that balance, whether it's highly focused or driven, or I just want to be the best version of myself, and it just helps me give a scope of where I am, so I can increase in the areas that I may
Mm-hmm.
need to. So
Yeah.
um,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that people are always growing, people
Mm-hmm.
are always changing. So being able to see that, I might not be the same exact person that I was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I've learned some things, been through some things, and I believe that even that assessment, I think you should take that yearly just to see where
Okay.
you are.
Okay. A yearly check
Just a
in
yearly check
to
in.
see where you are, if you're growing,
If
if
you're
still the
growing,
same, if anything's changed.
hmm
Okay, I love that. So, what personal or professional growth area would you like to focus on moving forward?
focusing on something going forward. Excuse me, but I would say I want to continue to let God lead. I want to take a deeper dive into my business and just make sure that grows. And I think that the most important relationship to make sure that's growing is your family.
Mm.
Your family is your backbone, and I just want to make sure that first and foremost, their needs are met, um, emotionally, spiritually, mentally.
Mm.
So I just being driven in your business is one thing, but not having your family present is the most important to me.
Yeah.
So I would love to make sure that through any assessment and everything that I do, it just shows that not only am I balanced in the work field, I'm balanced at home.
Okay. I love that. You want to have that balance overall
Hmm.
at work, at home, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, just being well balanced. Like they say, a well oiled machine, right? If you could make one positive change over the next 30 days, what would it be?
Oh, one positive change over the next 30 days, and this might be like a little twist. A positive change over the next 30 days that I would like to do is work out and be more health conscious.
Okay.
Um, Nothing can happen if you're not here.
Mm.
So if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not eating right, if you're not being healthy, it can lead you to being sick in a hospital or anything else. So none of it matters if you're not present to make it happen. So I would want to do the things to make sure that I'm healthy enough to go forward with um, business or just being there for my family.
I love that. That's good. Health is wealth. And like you said, if you're not physically here, you can't be here mentally, emotionally. So I am so impressed by how you see the whole picture. You don't just look at the forest and just see um, the trees. You see the whole forest. So I think that's amazing. Your family would be grateful for you to do that for yourself. So today we discussed your career journey.
Mm-hmm.
We have your multiple professional roles,
Okay.
you being Superman, right? Your strengths and your DISC assessment results.
Mm-hmm.
I heard themes of adaptability, leadership, creativity, dedication, and strong commitment to your family, right?
Right.
Yes. So we also identify opportunities for continued growth and future goals, like your business growing and thriving, you becoming more health conscious, and things of that nature. So, what is one action step you are willing to commit to before our next coaching conversation?
One action that I'm willing to commit
Yes.
to. Um, wow. One thing that I would say I'm willing to commit to
Mm-hmm.
is, and we don't do this a lot
Mm-hmm.
as far as, you know, men, we don't do this because we're strong minded
Mm-hmm.
and strong willed and like we got it, we'll do it. But I think I will commit to um, having an outlet.
Okay.
So that could be counseling, it could be having a mentor. Because
Okay.
sometimes you may need to either get something now or just get a different perspective. So
Yeah.
I think that that's very, very, very important. So I think that's something that I can commit to.
Oh, that's good. That's that balance, right? You're talking about fitness, but this is your health. You're talking about a counselor or like a therapist, that's mental health. You're talking about thriving with your business, that's financial. You mentioned Philippians 4:13, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That's spiritual health and balance. You're just taking care of everything today. I'm so impressed by this. This is amazing, right?
Thank you. Thank
You're welcome. So I just want to say thank you. Okay, thank you so much for your openness, your candidness, and your participation today in this here interview. I appreciate your willingness to reflect on your experiences and your goals. I believe your diverse talents and balanced personality styles position will continue your success in every facet of your life. So thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this for you today in your journey. Is there anything else you want to express? Any
I
other
just want to
questions?
say thank you so much for introducing me into the disc assessment.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I'm sure that I will use this thing every year just to see where I'm at, and just let everybody else know about it too.
Okay.
I think that we all should be taking this assessment just to see where we are.
For
So
sure.
it's important.
Yeah. It's just some fine tuning of our personality
Hmm.
traits